Alright, we're in both now. Let's see, man. I'm not sure what the vote count is at the moment.
Mr. Merkley, no.
We got a couple no's. We got a couple no's. Keep the no's coming. Keep the no's coming. Some people are saying it's already passed. I don't know if I'm missing something or what. I'm not gonna lie, but um, well, I just know Bernie Sanders. Some more people have voted no.
Ms. Blunt Rochester, no. Mrs. Murray, no.
Keep the no's coming. Is it already passed though? I don't know. Is it already passed and we're just getting no's for no reason? God, man, this sucks. This sucks, bro. Hold on.
Mr. Wyden, no.
Okay, just waiting on more votes. I don't. I wish they'd have like a count. They need to hire somebody, bro. They need to keep a count. Shit, this old time.
Mr. Van Hollen, no.
It's a lot of no's, but I think they made a deal with like 10 specific ones. I believe their names are,
Ms.
from what
Hassan,
I.
aye.
Hassan. Hold on, I think that's one of them. Yes. So we're looking for Hassan, Shaheen, King, Peters, Durbin, Ossoff, and Warnock, Rochester, Fetterman, Warner, and Kane. That is that's 11 Democrats. So we're listening for those names. Hassan already said aye, so
Mr. Crapo, aye.
I don't know what that is. Crapo. Dude, this just sucks, man. I mean, the caving in for no reason is insane, Democrats. Insane. And, you want to keep saying that you won the fucking you want or centrist Democrats won on Tuesday with the elections with Virginia governor, New Jersey governor, and or I was gonna say Mamdani, but he's not a centrist. Uh, and they want to say that they can still win this and that, but like, if I keep seeing these results, at some point you guys just aren't gonna be it. Like, it's just not gonna be possible. You shut the government down for no reason, and That's going to be a talking point for Republicans, and it's going to be a valid one.
Mr. Gallego, no. Mr. Schiff, no.
Schiff. Okay, I know him. Glad he voted
Mr.
no.
Scott of South Carolina, aye.
But yeah, that's going to be a talking point, and I can't dispute it because like they did do that. If you're going to, uh, shut it down for a reason, see it through. But Schumer and 9 more of his centrists don't want to do so. So what can you do? Let's hear it. Let's look on X.
Mr. Tillis, aye.
Tillis.
Mr. Justice, aye. Ms. Cortez Masto, aye. Mrs. Shaheen, aye.
Man. I think my comment section is
Mr.
broken, bro.
Lujan, no.
My comment
Mr.
section.
Heinrich, no.
See, why is this? I don't know why this is like this. I don't know. I don't understand. Maybe I can fix it here. Hold on. Um. Hold on. Trying to fix. Edit. 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 Wait. I might have fixed it. Tell me I fixed it. Aha. I have fixed it. Chat is up now. All right.
Ms. Smith, no.
Smith, no. We'll stay on stream until the end of this.
Ms. Rosen, aye.
Mm. I would love. I can't wait until Schumer and or it's really just Schumer, dude. I can't wait until Schumer comes on his, whatever speech he makes tomorrow, talking about the shutdown. I'm sure he will, and just see what he says. Or after this, maybe he'll be approached by reporters, and let's just see what he says. See what he says. Because there's no progress being made here. There's no progress. I mean, it's simply being caved in. Because if he says that he got something done that he couldn't a month ago, it's just a lie. I mean, they were saying they could uh, get a vote in on December, or they were saying they're willing to get a you know guarantee a vote a while ago. So
Ms. Osterbrooks, no. Ms. Warren, no.
Elizabeth Warren.
Mr. Murphy, no.
Or Lord. Look at Ted Cruz.
Mr. McConnell, aye.
Mitch McConnell needs to exit the fucking Senate. We'll see.
Mr. Whitehouse, no.
We're still looking for Senators Shaheen, King, Peters, Durbin, Ossoff, Warnock, uh, Rochester, Fetterman, Warner, and Kane. They might have called some of them. I know they called Hassan, and I don't know if that's a woman or not, but him or she voted aye. So from what I'm seeing on my feed, there's 11 Democrats that agreed to open the government. And what do they need? They only need
Mr.
6.
Fetterman, aye. Mr.
But
Warnock, no.
oh, Warnock voted no. Warnock voted no. Okay, that's interesting. Fetterman, of course. Fuck John Fetterman, dog. But that's interesting. Warnock voted no. Okay, so that's one of them that was on my list, and it says that he'd vote yes. Okay, so I'm assuming Ossoff.
Mr. Risch, aye.
I'm assuming Ossoff won't as well. That's his partner
Mr.
in Georgia.
Blumenthal, no.
Just waiting.
Mr. Hawley, aye.
Josh Hawley.
Ms. Ernst, aye.
Mm. How's this looking? Second. Yeah. Haven't called out a name in a while. Second.
Mr. Grassley, aye.
Chuck Grassley. Mm, no, 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 no.
Ms. Slotkin, no.
Melissa Slotkin.
Mr. Peters, no.
Oh,
So Carson's coming back supposedly next
yes. Okay. Peters was one of them. I feel like
Mr. Ossoff, no.
that's another one. Ossoff and Peters, no. Warnock, no. Hassan was yes. Again, I have Hassan Shaheen, King Peters.
Mr. Schumer, no.
Whoa! Schumer, no. Schumer, no. Wait. Oh, that's crazy. Wait, I'm deleting. Oh, I thought it was done deal. Wait.
American people have seen.
This one thing.
Mr. Coons, no.
Okay. So I think we're good. Wait. Hold on. This is the floor, but I believe this is already over. Okay, they're not live. I have videos for you guys. Hold on. Just wait 1 second. Um, I'm seeing it on my phone. That caught me by surprise. I thought they're all voting for yes, and apparently it didn't.
Mrs. Gillibrand, no.
Okay. Apparently it's going to be very close. I'm still seeing things saying it's going to be very close. Okay, so let's just keep watching. I was going to show you guys another video, we'll watch after. Apparently, it's going to be close. I'll show you this here. Uh, see, them Michigan no, Ossoff no. Like we said, I thought Ossoff and Peters were the ones that were leaning to vote yes, is what I was getting from my information. But uh, another one, I mean, this person or this poll is very well followed, and it says this vote is going to be close. I don't know what the numbers are now, but they need 60. But they have picked up some. I mean, Jackie Rosen, yes, Democrat. Fetterman's not a Democrat, dog. See this, whoever this is, Nevada, yes. Gallego, no. Okay, so let's keep watching. Let's keep watching. Let's keep watching. Let's keep watching.
Mr. Booker, no.
Keep the nose coming. Currently, somewhere on the floor, Paul and Warren are talking because he still hasn't voted yet. I don't know. Has he been voting no this whole time? I don't know. I'm honestly not sure. We can grok it, honestly. Yeah. Let's do this chat. Let's do this. Wait. I like this one better. This one's more up to date. As uh, what was I gonna type? I already forgot. Damn it. Oh, as ran. Oh, okay. He's voting no consistently. Damn. Yeah. Yep. November 7th. November 4th. So we'll see what he does today. We were looking at Rand Paul for the ones that just joined. He voted no every time as well. I'm gonna follow this guy. Oh, yeah. Somehow that magically followed. No. Damn. The CR likely passes 60-40. Slim margins. Rand Paul voted no. How embarrassing. These Democrats are voting yes, and Rand Paul is voting no. How embarrassing. Dude, primary, bro. Hell nah. Primary, whoever voted yes for this. That's ridiculous. What is the current margin is they have 53, right? So they have 7 Democrats voted yes on this. Whatever senators did, they are disgraced, bro. I mean, there's no other words for it. If Rand Paul is voting no and you guys are voting yes, what the hell are y'all doing? Like, Jesus Christ. Oh my God, bro. I mean, we'll see. It says likely. I can't see what the exact numbers are or who's voting what. I'm just getting news from different places and trying to scrunch them together. So Paul voted no every time. Welcome in, guys. Um, it looks like some people are saying it's 60-40. I don't know. I don't know how much truth that is. Or it says it'll likely pass 60-40. Rand Paul, Republican, and we even have one Republican saying that, uh, we have one Republican joining our side, and it's still going to pass. So that means 8 Democrats folded. I mean, it's sad to see, and one of them isn't even Schumer. It's not Schumer. It's not Warnock. So I mean, it's just completely sad that they're caving in, bending the knee consistently. Vote after vote, bending the knee. 40 days of filibustering for nothing, for absolutely nothing. We'll see as the votes keep coming. We shall see. I don't know who they're waiting on. I'm refreshing like this page every once in a while because it seems like they have good news. Um, Rick Scott, Ron Johnson, all walked onto the floor together and haven't voted. If they all voted yes, the CR passes 60-40. Rand Paul voted no. Mike Lee, Rick Scott, and Ron Johnson. Remember that. So we're listening for that. If all three vote yes, it, the government's open. They're all Republicans as well. I said that right. Yeah, GOP senators. Again, Mike Lee, GOP senators, Mike Lee, Rick Scott, Ron Johnson, all walked onto the floor together and haven't voted. If they all vote yes, CR passes 60-40. Let's see what happens. Leave a like as well, guys, if you can. Helps my channel a lot. And I always bring up to news, updated news to you guys. Even live if I have to on a Sunday. So we shall see. Appreciate the like. Let's see. I don't know what they look like either. I've seen Rick Scott. He's from Florida. Uh, I already forgot the other two. Is that bad? Uh, I don't keep up with GOP senators. Mike Lee, Rick Scott, Ron Johnson. I don't know those other two. Rand Paul voted no, so maybe Rand Paul talked some sense into him. Who knows? But I know Rick. Let's see where they're from. Ron Johnson. Uh, he's Wisconsin. Mike Lee. Arizona? No, Utah. And Rick Scott is Florida. Pretty sure. Yep, Florida. So we're waiting. We're waiting. I mean, they're probably one of these people. If you, this keeps getting in the way, but they're probably one of these ones up here. They're all talking, so we'll see. Uh, just waiting. Dude, I'm missing Sunday night, man. It's only 3-2. 3-2, man. What are they doing? Chargers are tripping. It's taking so long, bro. We'll keep refreshing this. Let's see what they say. They have accurate information that I can't get from just staring. Chuck Schumer is no longer effective and should be replaced. If you can't lead the fight to stop healthcare premiums from skyrocketing for Americans, what will you fight for? I agree, but Schumer also voted no as well. So why is that coming in now? I guess just because he can't lead, and the Democrats are uh, fading his recommendations. Because at first it was like he was going to vote yes, but he ended up not voting yes. So I don't know the intertwining of that, uh, how that all the pieces fell there, and how that uh, played out. But I'm sure I'll figure out in the coming days, especially on Monday, uh, bright and early in the morning. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. But uh, obviously Schumer's just a weak leader. I can't dispute that. So Rokon is one of my favorite representatives now as well. So um, not to say everything he says is right or anything, but I mean our side of the party has been saying Schumer isn't gonna cut it, and I mean he's old, he's doing shit the old way, which is not ideal. So I really want to go get something to drink, bro, but I don't want to miss it. What does it say? Oh, I'm on my phone, guys, explaining. I'm on Instagram, and some people don't understand like this. Uh, Health insurance is going to rise for everybody, plain and simple. Uh, when the premiums skyrocket for the ACA for people on the ACA, and it gets too high to where they'll just drop their health insurance premiums at that point because they can't afford it and they have better things to pay for, probably like food and things of that nature. They'll just drop the ACA and not pay for that, and insurance companies who are uh, giving giving out insurance for people on the ACA, when they just drop their coverage, they'll make up for their uh, basically funding loss through spiking premiums for people that can't afford healthcare already, unsubsidized healthcare. So it'll just hike up for them as well. So it doesn't matter. It's going to rise both ways, and that's what we've been saying. It's going to rise for everybody, and I mean, just to care about if it only rises for people on the ACA is stupid anyways, and that's just very bad faith thinking, and just you know I would never think that way because somebody's low income, so who cares if they can't pay for it? If it only affected people on the ACA, I wouldn't care. I would still say hold out on the government shutdown for them, but it'll rise for everybody. So, and that's just the reality. So we don't have to worry about that conversation anyways. But since this is taking so long, I'm going to go get something to drink. I'll be back. Any news? Come on, anybody watching? Can anybody tell me in my comments? Can anybody tell me? I just came back with a drink. Did they vote for something? Did anybody say something? Let me delete these. What is this? Is this loading? Seems like it's not. Maybe it is. I don't know. Weird. See anything else? The hell is that? Schumer's shutdown deal. Schumer didn't even vote. Did he correct himself or what? Let's listen to this.
Dollars a month, millions will lose insurance. Democrats have sounded the alarm. We have demanded for months to meet with the Republican leadership. But Republican leaders refuse to even discuss the issue, let alone negotiate it. We've asked them to meet in the summer and throughout the shutdown. To this day, Republicans still say no. We asked President Trump to step in and meet with us to deliver lower health care for Americans, and instead, Donald Trump has taken the American people hostage. From cutting off food aid to hungry families and vets and seniors and kids, to manufacturing flight cancellations, to cutting off home heating aid, while he builds a billion-dollar ballroom with gold-plated toilets. Therefore, I must vote no. This healthcare crisis is so severe, so urgent, so devastating for families back home that I cannot in good faith support this CR that fails to address the healthcare crisis. But let me be clear, however this vote turns out, this fight will and must continue. Democrats must fight because of millions of families will lose health care coverage. We must fight because children who are dying of cancer will not get health care coverage. We must fight because a senior citizen cannot afford to pay $25,000 a year just for health insurance. We must fight to keep millions from financial ruin. And make no mistake about it, the American people know who is inflicting this health care trauma on them: Donald Trump and the Republicans. Americans will remember Republican intransigence every time they make a sky-high payment on health insurance. So we are going to fight legislatively, fight back home, fight in the courts, and bring this fight in the elections. Health care costs made a major impact on the 2025 election, and they will certainly have an even greater impact on the 2026 election. So in conclusion, the contrast between the two parties is crystal clear. Republicans are the party hell-bent on taking people's health care away, all to bow to the billionaire elite and special interests. Democrats are united as the party of lower health care costs and improving our health care system. We will not give up this fight. We will deliver for the American people. I yield the floor.
Okay, I mean, it sure doesn't seem like he's talking like we're not about to pass this CR right now, bro. As soon as I wait, literally, I'm on string waiting. There's three Republican senators. If they all vote yes, it's going to be open. So he's talking like it's not going to be open. His leadership isn't leading shit. It's just not. If you have seven Democrats, or it's eight Democrats actually, right now, because one senator, GOP senator, voted no on the clean CR, Rand Paul. So Republicans needed eight Democrat senators to pass this, and you can't get them all aboard and say no, we're not voting for this. You lost eight of your own in your own party, and you're the Senate majority leader. You lost eight people in your own party to go and vote yes on this clean CR, and you're talking about how bad the CR is. Now we all know how bad the CR is. Every you know person that watches or pays attention to politics that are uh, on the left side like me knows how bad this CR is. But I mean, I think the pressure is getting to some Democrats. But if Schumer knows how bad it is, he should have his fellow Democrats on board to continue fighting for uh, the ACA subsidies. But he's lost eight of them now. Now it's all in the GOP's hands. It seems like. So again, we'll see. But I do want to say we have five people in here. Uh, that's the most we've had all today. We've mostly consistently had like three. If you guys could like and subscribe to my channel, it all helps me tremendously, and I'd appreciate it. Um, and I think I had another video I wanted to see. I believe Bernie Sanders spoke as well, so I'm going to find that. But any like and subscribe helps my channel tremendously, guys. So I would appreciate if you did do so. as I pull up that video. We're still waiting. I mean, last I checked, we're waiting on. Uh, we're waiting on. Shit, my brain's fucked already. We're waiting on 3 GOP senators. We have the volume up still, and see if they're going to vote yes or not. Um, Let me recheck my sources to see if anything changed. Already gone on James. No. Damn, bro, I just followed him. Oh, here it is. Okay, so I'll show this. Senator Ron Johnson, who has yet to vote on the procedural motion, said, "I'll just keep what I'm doing to myself." That's interesting. I don't know where this guy is getting this from, but he's had pretty accurate statements so far, so that's what we're going with. Again, we're still waiting on Mike Lee, Rick Scott, and Ron Johnson. So we'll see. Here's the next video I wanted to show. I wanted to watch
because
Bernie
I
Sanders.
think it is important that the American people fully understand what is being voted on today. Everybody in America knows that our current healthcare system is broken, it is dysfunctional, it is cruel, it is by far the most expensive healthcare system in the world, and the only healthcare system of any major country that does not guarantee healthcare to all people as a human right, covering every man, woman, and child. We are unique in that respect. And yet tonight, what this Senate is about to do is make a horrific situation even worse. So let's be clear what this vote is about. If this vote succeeds, over 20 million Americans are going to see at least a doubling in their premiums in the Affordable Care Act. In my state of Vermont and throughout this country, for certain groups of people, it will be a tripling and a quadrupling of their premiums. There are people who will now be paying 50% of their limited incomes for health care. Does anybody in the world think that makes sense? And if this resolution is passed tonight, we are on a pathway to throw 15 million Americans off of Medicaid and the Affordable Care Act. 15 million. Our job is to create universal health care, guarantee health care to every man, woman, and child, not throw 15 million people off the health care they have, low-income and working-class people. And my friends, know what you are voting on. Studies are out there that when you throw 15 million people off of health care, some 50,000 of our fellow Americans will die unnecessarily every single year. Anyone think that's funny? Something to laugh at? Something to just go past? I don't. 50,000 Americans die unnecessarily. Now, I know as part of this resolution that the majority leader is going to say, well, Democrats can put together their own bill, and it'll come to the floor here in the Senate for a vote. As everybody here knows, that is a totally meaningless gesture. You can get 100 votes here in the Senate. Won't mean anything because the House is not going to take it up, and the President of the United States certainly will not sign it. So, Mr. President, I hope that anybody here who is thinking of voting for this reconsiders, goes back home and talks to their constituents and asks them what it will mean if their health care premiums are doubled or tripled. Thank you, Mr. President.
Democratic leader.
Mr. President,
We just watched Schumer talk. So that was. Let me just go full screen real quick while we wait on those three GOP senators to make their votes on whether it's yes or no. Again, three GOP senators we're waiting on. If they all vote yes, it's 60-40 and it passes. If even one votes no, then uh, we'll continue to shut down. And uh, that video that we just watched was classic Bernie Sanders, of course. Uh, the man, woman, and child thing we've heard him say a million times, to be honest, but you can hear that he's peddling it a bit more there, and asking if that's funny to anybody. He's obviously frustrated, and he's been frustrated for a long time now, for being honest. Been repeating the same talking points for a while, and he's been right for a while, longer than I've been alive. Bernie Sanders has been right on a lot of things, and you can watch videos of Bernie Sanders from 1992 saying shit that was correct, and later on, was proven correctly. Uh, we've been through videos like that all the time, but you know, it's just he just to speak on Bernie Sanders, he was born before his he was born too early. Uh, he was just he's said all the right things, and it'll come to fruition one day. And I think you're seeing the beginning of uh you know the things he's been saying, like 50,000 people will die if you kick all these people off healthcare, and the GOP is really testing those waters right now. And if that's the route they go, then it probably will lead to people dying, and then with people dying, it'll probably lead to some pushback or uh, really hard what's the word uh, just really hard pushback, and we'll see what happens then, and then the people will uh, rally and say enough is enough, and eventually we'll have some type of universal health care. I'm certain of it. One of these days we will have that, and it's just looking so bad right now that it's just looking like it's up to three Republican senators. It's similar to the ACA vote in 2019 for Donald Trump, or was it 2018, when they were trying to repeal it, and it was literally down to John McCain, and he voted no. That was very clutch, if you will. Uh, I don't think this one isn't that big of a deal because it doesn't repeal the ACA, but it was I believe I wasn't paying too much attention to politics then. I was like what 16 years old then, but I believe it was something similar to that. It was something similar to this, where it was like it wouldn't have repealed it completely, but it would have defunded a lot of it. And this is what this is. I mean, it's defunding the ACA, and it'll make people make up for that the missing part of their subsidy, if you will, and it just won't be sustainable, and people will drop their health care, and then when insurers will see that drop, when people just drop their insurance, they'll make up for that funding gap somewhere else, and it's going to be the working class people that are paying it without the ACA. They'll hike their premiums, and it'll be felt, throughout the nation, like I'm saying, like I said earlier as well. So it's really one of the first things that are hitting people worldwide hard, especially if they see it rise a good bit. Uh, tariffs, uh, as much as we go over tariffs, I mean, the reality is it only hikes the price, like, not that much. It depends on what you're buying, but, uh, and some of the things with tariffs, the manufacturer is eating the cost, so you don't even see it. But if it's like eggs or something, like what is the price going up? Like 50 cents, F that, 10 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents. So it's not really to a point where everybody's like, this is fucking bullshit and like rising up. But if they see their health coverage bounce up 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300%, then that'll, you know, cause some ruckus in the country. Uh, especially for people that are trying to pay for their children's health care, children, wife, they're dependent on health care, especially if they're disabled or something, and they all of a sudden can't pay it because it's rose 200%, especially people in rural areas, it'll be a problem. So, uh, again, I just hope one of these senators votes no. If they do vote yes, they all three vote yes, we'll be going to a December uh, vote. At least, I mean, they guaranteed the December vote will go to that. Even if they vote yes, I highly doubt. From me covering news all this time, I mean, I'm very certain Donald Trump won't sign yes on that fucking ACA thing, on the ACA subsidies. So, I mean, you get a vote, but like Bernie said, even if you get some Republicans to sign off on it, which I'm sure we could get at least Rand Paul on it, but I don't know if I mean, let's just say you do get it passed in the Senate, and then let's say you get it passed in the House. If you can do that, if it goes to Donald Trump's desk, that's all. That's just the final straw where I really don't think it's going to get passed. So that's just unfortunate, but we'll keep waiting and we'll see. Uh, they're taking their time. I'll switch back. So we're just waiting. Check the score, bro. This fucking score is 5-3, but um, they're at the Pittsburgh 20, so they'll at least get a field goal there before half. I missed the whole first quarter, man. Waiting for this. We'll see. Let's check that. We can check X as well again. Um, okay, it says Ron Johnson, Mike Lee, Rick Scott, the Republican senators who have still not voted yet, is talking to John Thune, that is the Republican majority leader in the Senate. Apparently, they're talking to him in the back chamber. Okay, I don't know what that means, but I mean, I know what it means, but obviously, I don't know what they're discussing, is what I mean. We shall see, we shall see. We're just waiting. Hold on.
The Republicans. Shocking, shocking, shocking. Shocking. Oh, here I was going to look up what year is Schumer.
That was loud. Watching some dude stream. See what this fucking MAGA did. See what he was saying. Oh, is this stuck on this? Alright. I'll switch y'all back to the Senate floor. There it is. Dang, my mic died. I switched to my other mic. I don't know if it's good or not. Hopefully it is. Hopefully this mic is good. Until this one charges back up. Seems like it's a little loud. I'll dim it down a little. Alright. So still should be playing. Wait. Why does that look like that? Why is that playing no noise? Oh. Wait, no. Oh, I can't hear. It's just really quiet for me. For whatever reason. Okay. Still waiting, guys. Still waiting. We're refreshing. Gavin Newsom says pathetic. Damn, bro. None of these Democrats are up for election next year. 2028. I don't care. I'll remember this moment. I will remember this moment. I will remind everybody in 3 years to vote these people out. I'm not joking. Unless they impress me some other way. King Hassan Shaheen
Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson.
Uh-oh.
Aye. Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee. Aye. Mr. Scott of Florida. Aye.
There it is, guys. 60-40, Scott, Johnson, and the last one, I forget his name. That's who we were waiting on. They all voted, all three yes. That passes 60-40. I'm sure my timeline. We'll hear it now. I'm sure we'll hear it. Damn, that sucks. Damn, hold on. I'm gonna put you guys face on me really quickly as I do something here. Damn. Yeah, man, that's where we are. Democrats caved, and it's just so unfortunate. Filibustered for what, 40 days, I believe, and they ended up voting, or eight voted yes, and you know they somehow got 8 Democrats to vote yes. Schumer wasn't one of them.
but his leadership led to this. They'll have a vote on December, like we've been over, but even if they were to vote yes, I don't think Donald Trump is going to sign it. So it'll just be all become the shit, and I feel like I'm repeating myself, but people won't have healthcare, and people who aren't on the ACA, their premiums will go up, and it'll spike too because of the people that can't afford their ACA premiums. So, and that's just the reality. I'm typing this. Yeah, man. So that just sucks. I mean, dude, this is what I've been saying. This is what I've been saying on my own show. Just watch this or read this. Kyle Klinsky, very well known progressive on YouTube, in the YouTube space. He reads, the most disgusting part of this pathetic display from jealous spine Democrats is that a deal this week, he spelled week wrong, but this week could have been agreed to in under a week. So why even bother with the 40 days of pain? Primary them now. Chuck Schumer resign. That echoes my talking points all night. Chuck Schumer resign. Even though you didn't vote yes, your leadership is shitty, and that's just is what it is. And the deal that they got done today literally could have been done day one. Like they were offering this within a week to open the government. They were like, open the government, we'll guarantee you a vote. Mike Johnson was saying this, but they rejected that along with Rand Paul in the Senate, Republican. They were trying to get a guaranteed elongated ACA subsidies or extended ACA subsidies for Americans, so their shit wouldn't get cut off or it wouldn't get hiked in at the end of the 2025 year. And even though they got their vote, whatever, they're offering that off the rip because they know that it won't get passed, and even if it does pass, Donald Trump won't sign it, so it doesn't matter. So it's just truly sad. It's just that they caved. We can read what Tim Wall says as well. After the longest shutdown in history, we are no closer to relief for the millions of Americans facing hikes to their health care bills that they can't afford. This is a deeply disappointing result. Democrats cannot let the Trump administration steamroll Congress into cutting taxes for billionaires at the expense of working people. So yeah, I mean, yeah, agree to that. Let's see what we have here. Oh, this is Shaheen. She voted. This is the Democrat that voted for the fucking CR or whatever. Klinsky says resign in shame. It doesn't matter. He's the leader, like I said. Even though he didn't vote no. I mean, he didn't vote yes. He was still He's still one of the leaders, and he doesn't have his party on the same page. So, I mean, that's just a failing from the leader. Graham Plattner running for senator in Maine, I believe, retweeting Ro Khanna, Senator Schumer is no longer effective and should be replaced. If you can't lead the fight to stop healthcare premiums from skyrocketing for Americans, what will you fight for? Like I said, he cannot lead. Chuck Schumer can't lead, and that's just the facts. That is just the facts. Whenever he's up, I believe he's up in 2028, we got to get him out immediately. John Fetterman out immediately. Those other senators that bent the knee, get them out immediately, okay? The Democrats are going through a party refining, okay? And, you know, we see what needs to be refined, okay? Schumer's one of them, and the senators that caved are also NDI sites, I'll say that, for refining. New life. Yeah, okay. Just scrolling. I agree with that. Charge it up. The end of the shutdown. The end of the shutdown is a good thing for the millions of Americans that rely on SNAP benefits, those who were planning on flying next week, those who work for the government, and many more. I agree, but of course, she didn't say anything about people on healthcare, and that's literally every person in America on healthcare. So you gotta think about them too. That's my tweet. Yeah, as well. Yeah, we've already been through that, so I mean that's pretty much it. I mean, there's nothing else more to talk here. I mean, it passed, and it's just what we're gonna have to deal with for right now. What I'm thinking of in that deal, here's my breakdown on the deal. I'll end with this because I think I'm about to get off of this stream because this is basically all just still scrolling and see if I see anything else. But if I do see anything else, just follow me on X up here and I'll say more. But my thought process on this whole thing is, okay, these Democrats joined in because they're obviously getting hammered with pressure. Let me adjust this. They're getting pressured, right? Their constituents aren't having SNAP like we just seen. Air traffic controllers aren't getting paid. They're lessening the amount of flights at airports because they don't have enough air traffic controllers. The military wasn't getting paid. They're loading up at food banks. I mean, both sides were getting hammered with criticism, but we know the Democrats are, at the end of the day, the adults in the room usually. So I guess they feel obligated more to get this shutdown ended, and which they did. The only thing that I think really changed in this deal here is the next CR has to be passed January 30th next year, 2026, and while that needs to be passed, a lot of the funding where it was heartaches and really putting pressure on Democrats, like say the SNAP benefits, that's going to be funded through fiscal year 2026. So if they were to shut down the government in 2026 after January 30th, then SNAP benefits won't be halted and they won't have to deal with that pressure. That's the only thing if they don't pass the ACA subsidies in December. So my thought process of what some of the Democrat senators were thinking was, oh, we get the vote. Well, we get the vote in December. You know, maybe they'll pass it. You know, we'll see. Probably not, but we'll see what Republicans do then. What will probably happen is they'll vote no, and if they do vote yes, Donald Trump won't sign it, so it won't matter. Then people's healthcare premiums will go up, and then on January 30th, if they still don't do it, if they still don't pass ACA subsidies or get some type of subsidies out to people for people on the ACA, they'll just shut the government down at that point. And shutting the government down will come with no heartaches like air traffic controllers not getting paid, military not getting paid, because that'll be paid through fiscal year 2026. And yeah, and when the government shut down, they won't have to worry about those people being hurt. That's my thesis on that. So 1 second. One second. Why is this doing this?
All right, man. Sorry, but I think that's gonna be it. I was on the phone for a minute, not gonna lie, but um,
By the end of the week.
let's watch this. We got one more. CNN. Let's see what we got here. Scott Jennings running his mouth probably against Abby Phillips. Let's listen.
How are Republicans going to use leverage in their fight with Democrats when the Democrats are actually the ones with the upper hand in the eyes of voters?
Oh, this is old. Sorry. See, that was during the election. All right, that's gonna be it. For the stream probably. Unless I see something else. No football and other shit. This is also insane, dude. They're fucking deleting shit without people even noticing, bro. Black World War II soldiers at the Netherlands American Cemetery, just erasing it without anybody knowing. Uh, I could go on a whole spiel about that itself and all the things that this administration has been doing. So yeah, I'm gonna end it there. Government is open, guys, and hold on, this might be okay. Yeah, government is open, and people's healthcare subsidies are probably gonna go up. Unfortunately, we'll see. I don't want to sound like a broken record. Uh, Vote in December. ACA subsidies end this year, at the end of the year, and if I already went over my thesis, but Democrats might shut it down again January 30th. If and when they do, they won't have the pressure of people on SNAP not getting funded, but so will Donald Trump at the same time. So it kind of goes both ways. But we'll see, and I'm gonna end it here. And